Hey there, car enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into everything about cars. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most essential aspects of car maintenance, changing your car's oil. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oil changes? Really? How boring. But stick with me because, trust me, this is crucial for keeping your ride smooth and your wallet happy. So, let's start with the basics. Why is changing your car's oil so important? Well, think of oil as the lifeblood of your car's engine. It lubricates all the moving parts, reduces friction, and helps to keep everything running cool. Over time, however, oil gets dirty, breaks down, and becomes less effective. If you don't change it regularly, you could end up with some serious engine problems and a hefty repair bill. And nobody wants that, right? Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The first thing you need to know is how often you should change your oil. The old rule of thumb was every 3,000 miles, but with modern synthetic oils and advanced engines, many manufacturers now recommend changing it every 5,000 to 7,500 miles. Always check your owner's manual for the specific interval for your car. If you're driving in extreme conditions, like very hot or cold weather, or if you're towing heavy loads, you might need to change it more frequently. All right, let's roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty. First, make sure you have the right supplies: a new oil filter, the correct type and amount of oil for your car again. Check that owner's manual, a wrench, an oil filter wrench, a funnel, and a drain pan. And of course, don't forget some gloves and rags because this can get messy. Step 1. Warm up your car for a few minutes. Warm oil drains faster and more completely than cold oil. But don't burn yourself. Just a few minutes to get things flowing nicely. Next, park your car on a level surface and engage the parking brake. Safety first, folks. Now, crawl under your car and locate the oil drain plug. It's usually a large bolt at the bottom of the oil pan. Place the drain pan underneath, then use your wrench to loosen the plug. Once it's loose, unscrew it by hand and let the oil drain out completely. This can take a few minutes, so be patient. While the oil is draining, it's a good time to remove the old oil filter. This is where that oil filter wrench comes in handy. The filter can be a bit stubborn, but with a little muscle, it'll come off. Be prepared for some oil to spill out, so keep that drain pan handy. Once the old filter is off, take a moment to wipe the area clean. Before installing the new filter, take a small amount of fresh oil and smear it on the rubber gasket of the new filter. This helps to ensure a good seal and makes it easier to remove the next time you change your oil. Screw the new filter on by hand, making sure it's snug but not too tight. Over-tightening can cause damage and make it a real pain to remove later. By now, your old oil should be completely drained. Reinstall the drain plug, making sure it's nice and tight, but again, don't go crazy with the torque. You don't want to strip the threads or damage the pan. Okay, time to pour in the new oil. Find the oil fill cap on top of your engine, usually labeled with an oil can icon. Remove the cap, place your funnel in the opening, and slowly pour in the new oil. Check your owner's manual for the exact amount your car needs. Once you've added the oil, replace the fill cap and start your engine. Let it run for a minute or two, then turn it off and check the oil level with the dipstick. If it's a little low, add more oil until you reach the correct level. And there you have it, folks. You've just changed your car's oil. Not so bad, right? By doing it yourself, you've saved some money and ensured that your car is running smoothly. Plus, there's something pretty satisfying about getting under the hood and taking care of your own car. Before we wrap up, let's talk about disposing of the old oil. This stuff is toxic and can't just be thrown in the trash or dumped down the drain. Most auto parts stores and service stations will take your used oil and filter for recycling. Please be responsible and take advantage of these services. So, now that you're an oil-changing pro, what's next? Well, there are plenty of other maintenance tasks you can tackle to keep your car in tip-top shape. But for now, let's start a discussion. How often do you change your car's oil, and do you do it yourself or take it to a shop? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's chat about it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more car tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and happy driving!